Let's uncover the true identity of Elijah in the New Testament, so you, as a believer, won't miss God's end-time plan for your life. Many assume that the end-time Elijah is simply one of the two witnesses, but this view often comes from a limited understanding of his role. Elijah's mission goes far beyond calling down fire or shutting the heavens. His purpose in the last days is much deeper and far more vital to the unfolding of God's prophetic plan. Why do the teachers say Elijah must come first? That's what the disciples asked Jesus in Matthew 17 verse 10. And Jesus replied, Elijah will come and restore all things. So if you thought it is finished means there's nothing more to expect. Think again. Restoration is still pending. Before judgment comes, God sends a restorer. Who is a restorer? Someone who brings the faith back to its original shape or divine order. This happens not by preaching new words, but by revealing what the prophets already said. In Malachi 3 verse 1, Elijah is called the messenger of the covenant. That means Israel has missed something vital in the covenant God gave to Abraham. Let's look at the biblical verses that speak of the covenant. Genesis 17 verse 6 says, I will make you very fruitful. I will make nations of you, and kings will come from you. Genesis 17 verse 7 says, I will establish my covenant as an everlasting covenant between me and you and your descendants after you for the generations to come, to be your God and the God of your descendants after you. What we don't see is there are two components here. Verse 6 meant for the kings given to Ishmael and verse 7 for the priests given to Israel. To confirm it further, God spoke again in Genesis 17 verse 20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard you. I will surely bless him. I will make him fruitful and will greatly increase his numbers. He will be the father of 12 rulers, and I will make him into a great nation. The expression used here is the same as Genesis 17 verse 6. It says fruitful, great nations, and kings. Ishmael and Israel were named by God and had 12 sons each, representing their equal share in the covenant. Just like the tabernacle, the covenant has order. You start in the outer courts that represents the first part of the covenant for kings, and that's Ishmael. Then the holy place, bread, light, prayer, meant for priest Israel. Finally, the Holy of Holies, the glory, the Messiah. Until Israel accepts the original covenant, they can't receive the glory of Christ. Why the Jews can't accept Christ? The message of Christ is blocked from them. Until they honor the earthly king, they cannot receive the heavenly king. What was the first thing Jacob did after becoming Israel? He bowed down 7 times before his elder brother Esau. The struggle with the angel transformed him. The battle was emotional and Jacob became an overcomer. And that is the very reason the followers of Christ cannot manifest the greater glory promised by God. No covenant, no glory. That's why all those greater glory prophesied never manifested, as the covenant wasn't restored. Elijah also restores pure monotheism. You can't worship God in bits and pieces and call it Abrahamic. Elijah's name literally means, my God is Yahweh. Now check Revelation 14 verses 6 to 7. An angel proclaims the eternal gospel to the whole world, before judgment. And what is that gospel? Worship the Creator. Salvation comes from worshiping your Creator. That's the same core truth believed by Jews and Muslims. Absolute, uncompromised monotheism. The main part of Elijah's mission in the end times is to restore 2 things: the covenant of Abraham and pure worship of the Creator. Without these, you won't walk in the glory or power meant for this generation. Want to decode Elijah's full message? Follow for the next episodes. Like, share, and subscribe, and prepare for the great day of the Lord. Thanks for watching.